Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gravediggers. You'll notice I am still in a room surrounded by boxes, but I am off next week, so hopefully I'll be able to get some of these boxes shifted and we'll have a bit more of a nice, less cluttered space for us. So today it's Gravediggers time, everybody. It's start of season 2. We've had a really good start once again, unbeaten in our first 5 games, 2 points off top of the table, and we are about to play them in our first game of today's episode. Believe it or not, that's not Red Star, it's Chuchurichi Stankom, who we had really good form with in the last few games of last season. And we've also got the second game in our Champions League knockout pathway, where we'll then be, well, I think I already know who we're going to play in the next one. And then if we win that, then it's into the Champions League proper. Let's get going, everyone. So yeah, I mean, first off, if the camera angle looks a bit different and I'm kind of looking up at you, it's because I bought a new monitor in Black Friday, kind of grossly underestimated the size of it. So currently at the moment, the camera is perched on top of my camera and I've got my laptop over here. So if I keep looking over here, it's because, as you know, in the past we've had issues with the mic just cutting out and not recording. So I always like to keep an eye on the fact that it's picking up the feed. So yeah, today we've got some transfers to look back on. The transfer window hasn't closed yet, but I don't particularly envisage us doing much more. We've got some games to look back on, and then we've got 2 games to look forward to. So I think, first off, I think transfers is probably the most exciting place to go. As you can see, everyone, we've got mad 3.4 million in, 4.9 million out. Now, a lot of them were kind of taken out of our hands in terms of outgoings. Some of them were kind of moves we were quite happy to do. So I think in the last episode, we already knew that Ricardo Gomez was leaving. And we also then got told that Urasevic, I think Diabate was another one, weren't also looking to, were looking to explore their options at the end of their contract. So we got them out the door. So we managed to make just about 1.2 million off both of them. Svetozar Markovic, for those of you who don't remember, he was our defender. This was taken out of our hands. We rejected a few bids for him. And then Grota Fort came in and offered us 1.5 mil, and the board accepted it. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't mind it too much because it did help with the balance for the club overall. And I felt like we had players who could probably step in and come through and do the job that we wanted them to do anyway. And then Hamadou Traore was another one who, in the spirit of trying to get some more like foreign players out of the door to raise a bit of money, he was another one who unfortunately fell by the wayside as a victim of that. In terms of incomings, so we brought in Marko Mihailovic just for some more right back cover because Pashov is getting older and is starting to decline a little bit. And Markovic, I've not really been that impressed with him. So he is basically, we just look for right backs where the scouting focus is actually really, really working. And they found him for us. There was another player who was a bit younger, but would have cost us about £1 million more and wanted more in wages. Mihailovic was really happy to take under 500 quid a week, so that's no complaints there. Arnel Jakupovic is someone who we brought in just as another striker option with Ricardo Gomez leaving. And Andrea Pavlovic is another player who left. Again, he was kind of pushed out to help us get Ratkov through. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the money in the door, basically in the bank to allow us to sign Ratkov as part of his loan option. So we ended up paying about £700,000 overall more than what we would have got for him with his loan option. And then another player who came up was this guy, Claudio Petrilla from Cluj in Romania. Another winger option, just to give a bit of sort of competition and backup options for our wingers in Macetic and Jovic, who have both hit the ground running again at the start of this season. Like I said, I don't really envision us doing much more between now and the end of the window unless we were to get like a big offer for one of our star players. If we just look at average ratings for now, we've got Nemanja Jovic with 5 appearances, 4 goals and 2 assists. Ragnar Klavan, honestly, for a former Liverpool player, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a staunch Evertonian. Honestly, I think I've got a little bit of love for Klavan, to be honest with you, because he's been really, really good. He's got 3 goals already this season. One of them was pretty sumptuous, to be honest with you. I will try and find it for you. As you can see, Macetic 5 starts, 1 sub appearance, 2 goals, 2 assists. Patrick, again, doing really well. He's got an absolute screamer. And then you'll see some of these other players like Turgic is someone that, if someone wants to buy him from us, that's fine, but we're also more than happy to keep him in and around the team. Nacho with the 3 assists. So, yeah, the players are doing really, really well. We're sticking with the tactic that we were using at the end of last season, which seemed to work really, really well for us. So, yeah, that's going really, really well. Like I said, we're unbeaten on our first 5. We've only dropped 1 point, and that was in this game against Zeleznice, who are a newly promoted team. And when you look at the match stats, they had an XG of 0.9, and now you have to legislate for the fact that the penalty is 0.8 of XG. We absolutely dominated, and it was one of those games where, like, their keeper played really well, and yeah, once they got it back to 2-2, we just couldn't batter our way through, unfortunately. But where's that Clavan goal? It might be... Is it this one against Colabara? It might be this one against Colabara. Oh yeah, one caveat to the Zeleznice result is obviously we drew 2-2, and I was feeling a bit bummed about that. A week later, they beat Red Star 1-0. So I was like, well, we didn't lose. They could be a little bit of a dark horse this season. It might be this one. Is it this one? It's not this one. Although that was a very good goal from Clavan. And then, yeah, I think we won that. Yeah, as you can see, we won this one 5-1. Machetic scoring, help from a deflection. I think it would have gone in anyway. And then I think they made it 2-1. Just a long ball over the top, which I think it was Viacic just didn't follow the man, really. That does seem to happen an awful lot on this Football Manager. I can't remember what this goal was. Oh, yeah, nice goal from Topic. Oh, yeah, I just forgot, actually. I signed Mirko Topic from Vojvodina. I forgot that some of the signings will have been done probably before the season ended. So I'll just double check and make sure I've not missed anyone out there. There will definitely be some players missed out, actually, because I remembered I signed another midfielder. Oh, yeah, and Ratkov got a stunner as well. Sorry, yeah, before I show you the other Clavan goal, let me just remind myself of what happened. Yeah, so we signed this guy from TSC. Basically just a rotation option because Nacho is, 35, 36 now. And Pantic be a bit pants. He's also quite injury prone, so I wanted Milicevic as basically a rotation option for that role. So yeah, he's someone who's coming in, and I think he's actually scored. I think he scored against Polsden in our knockout round. We did also sign someone else on a free. Yeah, that was it. This guy, Denis Stojkovic. Now he actually, I think, used to play for Red Star, for Partizan, sorry, and he basically we signed him for free. And he, again, is another option on the wing who hopefully we can, stat pad a little bit, develop, and then, potentially sell on for a profit. But yeah, anyway, back to the schedule. Because like I said, there was a lovely, lovely Clavan goal I wanted to show you. So it wasn't that one. So it must have been against TSC because it's definitely opened the scoring. So I will probably look to tweak this camera height and this camera location because I feel like I'm very much looking here at the screen and not looking up here. So yeah, he gets the ball from Nacho, goes past, drives in. Okay, keeper could have done better, but the Clavan shot was just so hard that, yeah, I just don't think he had any chance of saving it at all. And then, yeah, this was a great goal from Patrick in that Segundo Volante role. And then, I don't remember what the third goal was. Oh, yeah, the keeper had a nightmare this day. I remember it now. The keeper had a shocker because that was really poor goalkeeping as well. And that brings us quite nicely on, I think, to the Chucherici game. So for the first game of today's episode, where we're playing Chucherici for a chance to go top of the table, this is the team we're going with. It's Ratkov up top, Jovic and Machetic in behind, Nacho as that advanced playmaker sitting in that sort of number 8 role, really. Basically like a false 10. And then we've got Belic and Patrick as the double pivot, with Sehovic, Clavan, Ilic at the back, and Filipovic with Popovic in goal. And fingers crossed this tactic continues to work for us and the team continue to perform. So here we go. And yeah, if you remember rightly, we played really well against Chucherici towards the tail end of last season. So hopefully it'll be more of the same today. I actually think I need to back up a little bit. Monitor is that big. There we go. That's a bit better. Some lovely interplay going on. Kovacic goes and loses it. Thankfully, Patrick bails him out. And then he loses it again. I think he was onside, and that all comes from Sahovic losing the ball twice. I think that was onside. Yeah. Let's see. So him. We're gonna try and respond instantly, really. What did he keep that in? Best goalkeeping. Good tempo. Oh, he's having a stinker. Hey, I'm gonna just pull him off already, I think. Might seem a bit harsh, but both goals have come because of him. Both goals are down to him. Bad rule pass on Rakov. Passes it in. Thank you, Belic. Come on now. I think maybe we push Nacho up. Good thing about having the flex. We're not creating enough. We're dominating possession, but we're not creating anything really. And I will be saying that to them at halftime. Big second half needed really to try and get anything out of this game now. This is a chance to go top of the table, and as it is, they're looking at going 5 points clear. And we're potentially going to stay in second. But yeah, this isn't enough. Yes, come on, Rakov, come on. Oh, we tried to find Jovic, but completely missed him. Rakov's in. He scores! He scores, and I'm pretty sure he was onside. I think Macetic timed the pass perfectly, and he did, and it's been given. Nacho wins it. Macetic with a lovely time pass. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's better. What is that? Why is set piece defending? Well, I mean, to be fair, set pieces have just been neglected for years on Football Manager. But set piece defending in particular is so poor. This happens far too often. Like you've got players who are back defending and they just leave a spare man. So frustrating. So frustrating. Yes. Should have been a goal. Should have been a goal. It's a great save, but it really should have been a goal. Jovic is looking. It's in danger of being. Leave it at that for now. Really, that's just. That's offside. That was so offside. Miles offside. Yes, it was offside. What? What? He's offside. He's definitely offside. Show me the replay. Show me the lines. I'll let him off then. Times it well, and it's a brilliant finish. Probably like the Canio-esque finish, that. And we've been woeful in this game. Honestly, you wouldn't believe how much of a contrast this is to how we've been playing lately. We just destroyed Poulsen 3-0 in our qualifying game. And we got the second leg coming up. And if we win, which I think we will, we'll be likely playing Celtic, who smashed Braga 5-0 in their first leg. And I am nothing short of disgusted with this. Patrick scores 4-2. Really shocking goalkeeping, but we'll take it. Yeah, one thing I've kind of noticed that we probably are going to struggle with a little bit this season is obviously we set out our sort of like little objectives at the start of last season. And I do think we're going to struggle to blood in reliably the new generation of dev players because they're just too young and they're just not good enough yet. So it'll probably just be doubling down on the players that we started to bleed in last season. This is a real chance to send out send a message, really, to lay down a marker, and we failed spectacularly. I did rotate a little bit, but that's because they just played a game in the week, and I've got another game coming up in the week as well. Obviously, Illich has had a poor game. I feel like he's been a victim of the FM ratings, though, because both first goals came from Sahovic's poor play, and I feel like Illich got punished, like, rating-wise for both of that. I'm just having a backroom staff meeting, and they have highlighted that one of our youth intake players from last season, Tomislav Stojanovic, does actually look like, you know, he is going to potentially be a really, really good player. These are his attributes at the moment, at the age of 16. See what I mean? I do just think that we might struggle to give him that full sort of, you know, 10 appearances of 30 minutes or more. But if he continues to push on this season, it might be something that we can look to sort of bring in towards the tail end of the season, maybe in and around like the playoff time, basically. So it's almost time for the Partizan game, everyone. Just a friendly reminder, if you are enjoying the episode, if you're enjoying the series so far, do leave a like down below and drop a comment. And if you're not already subscribed and you're now, 6 episodes in, why not hit that subscribe button? But now it's time for the Partizan game. Now, like I said, if we don't throw this away, which I like to think we wouldn't, we will have to play Celtic in the next round. I'm just going to make a few changes just to rest a few players. Yeah, we will play Celtic in the next round because they are quite comfortably ahead of Braga. Like I said, they won 5. Trying to make some changes. We're going to leave Sahovic in. Oh, Sanachanin and Vjacic don't like working together. Well, you're going to have to work that out, guys, I'm afraid. Because that is what we're playing today. can we look at bringing anyone else in who... Oh, actually, what about... No, I've not played. He was out on loan last season. And yeah, he's just come back, and I'm looking to try and blood him into the team. I think we leave Topic in. I think we leave Belic in. No, actually, you know what? We will play Stepanovic, actually. Yeah, we will actually play him. And Jovic is knackered. I knew that. So who was I going to play? I think I was going to play Stojkovic, maybe? I don't remember if he's right-footed. I think he is right-footed. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to play him there. And hopefully all these changes won't come back to bite us. So it's time. Champions League time. And hopefully, it'll be... You know what? It's at home. I would actually quite happily take a boring 0-0 rather than avoid any upsets and any drama. Don't get me wrong, a nice comfortable win would give us a good bit of momentum after that disappointment last time out in the league. Good to see the stadium bouncing. Oh, there was a couple of times last season in the league where there was hardly anyone here. Ever have you heard such from Zivkovic, but pulls and let him get away with it? Topic, he finds Jakupovic. Jakupovic, despite being an itch, it's not actually Serbian, he's Austrian. Just if interested. Yeah, Stojkovic, Alexic. Feeds lovely ball to Terzic. And he scores! That pass from Alexic was wonderful. And that is a really nice finish from Terzic. It was 1-0 up on the night. And that will settle down any nerves quite nicely. Stojkovic winning it nicely. Alexic, first time ball, in between the line. Oh, fantastic. And that's just what we want. Oh, I don't need 2 dugout views. Jovic. Can have a shot. Well, you know what? You don't buy a ticket, you won't win the raffle. Oh, lovely pass. Lovely pass. That wasn't a bad effort from Alexic, to be fair. How can we change this to match overview? Yeah, we might as well leave it on that for now. Oh, I like it where I get the... Solid. We can't really complain with that first half, to be honest with you. Be nice to get some more goals. But this is, you know, quite a rotated team. There's not many first team starters. There's Biacic, arguably, yeah. I know he didn't play against Kucherichi, and I do probably regret that. But like I said, I do think Ilic was a victim of the rest of the of other players artificially bringing his rating down. I think he's offside. I think he peeled just a little bit too early. Terzic doesn't normally start. Obviously, Macetic does. Neither does Stojkovic. Jakupovic doesn't usually start because of Rakov. Alexic. Basically, my plan is if Alexic develops, is for him to be our #1, like, advanced playmaker. Nacho, we're probably going to phase out, sort of gradually try and bring other players through over him this season. If he starts to drop off a little bit. And then that's why we've got Pantic and what's the other guy named? Stojanovic. Not that guy. The other guy we brought in. I can't remember what his name is now. But that's why we got him in. Basically just to facilitate the development of Alexic, really. He's on the bench, isn't he? Where is he? Millis, that guy. Him. That's why he brought him in. I'm going to make some changes. I think we're going to bring in Dusan Jovanovic, another youngster. And they want to bring on Toya's site at some point, but maybe not right now. I want to give Alexic more game time. Maybe we do just leave it at that for now. So we have just made a couple more changes. We're bringing on Ilic, Belic, and Toyazite into midfield as well. Just to freshen things up. Oh, that would have been a cracking goal. Yeah, just to freshen things up a little bit and try and rotate a few players to keep people fresh for the game at the weekend. Why are some people... We would have preferred to stay on the bench. Get over yourselves. Get over yourself, seriously. Would you rather have stayed on the bench as well? I know you're just complacent now. Now you're complacent. Absolute wasters. No problems. Sailed through. Oh my word, everyone. Celtic. They lost. They lost. Oh my days. They won the first leg 5-0 and lost. They lost. And Vitinha got sent off, so he won't be playing against us. They lost. I was thinking, oh, we're going to play Celtic after they just smashed Braga. But no, instead we're playing them instead. Oh, man. Right, okay. So we're going to play Gat, Braga, Lucani, and then we'll be back for the Braga game, everyone. I can't believe it. Oh, man. That scares me, though, because for them to just do that, it does worry me a little bit that they might be better than us. So we'll just have to see. Oh, can we... Now that we've got a bigger monitor, we can change all these, can't we? Let's see. Can we look at... Trophies won. There we go. Let's have that there. They're on endless league tables. But yeah, everyone, I'm gonna go and get us ready for the next game. And I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.